it is sort of a 4 wisp in some regards. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, ET is pretty cool against Terrorblade. Natural Order, amazing against the high agi gain and
I think
natural base.
I think they're about to pick a Zeus for sure with the ET too.
It sounds nasty. I think it would be amazing team fight because Zeus gives you some of that global presence with the Wisp relocates. I'm pretty into that.
They have good AoE coverage to the Eggs so far. They could clock if they wanted to do it, but no, this
Hey, okay, so I do like this. I called it earlier, but now with the Phoenix, this team draft seems a little all over the place for NIP to me. So is this a 3 Phoenix or a 4 Phoenix, 3 Tiny more likely?
Probably going to be a mid Tiny, but it could be a 3 Tiny too.
All right, so mid Tiny, let's say, but 4 Phoenix, 5 Oracle. That's the thought?
Yeah. Could theoretically be a 3 Phoenix as well, depending, but probably not. Oh, they took the board, and he has Storm instead. All right, fair enough. I mean, that's like probably his best hero lately.
Still, exact same thought process, though, right? Some near global presence to go with the Wisp and works really well with Natural Order. Pairs great with the Elder Titan. They don't have last pick anyway, so...
It's a lot better versus the Egg than Zeus is, too, because Storm can just leave. If Storm's in a bad situation with the Egg, he's just out. If that happens to Zeus, he's just dead.
Very good point. And as we've remarked, like picking Storm like this, it feels maybe a little scary, but you get 2 bans to cover it, and it's really not that bad. Storm's a great laner now. He's always got the jungle if he gets any kind of rune control. He's hard to just completely shut down these days.
Now, you know what would be really cheeky? If they went back for the Undying, and they did 3... Oh, they could easily do a 3 ET. 3-3 ET with the IO, because they're going to be a lane partner.
Sure.
Yeah, they should probably ban Undying. That would be pretty obnoxious.
I think I'm with that. They're a little bit light on overall control, but they've got enough.
Yeah. If they leave in the Undying, they could just ban the Snapfire too, because Snap would also be a fine 5 to work in here.
Mm-hmm.
Lane with the Sven and be like potential kill threat.
They have a lot of options here on mudgolems for sure in terms of like 5 supports.
Yeah, it's a good Grim game too, actually.
Like Grim is good, Bane is good.
Although Grim 5 has fallen off pretty hard. Don't really see that hero much anymore at all these days.
The Ench is banned. Chen is still in. And Chen was banned last game, I think.
I mean, I don't know. I was leaning pretty hard towards the 5.
Oh, there was a Rubik.
When you think about how good the core ET is with an IO pairing in lane, it just seems like it's kind of too strong to pass up.
Lena is also still in. And she was first banned last game by NIP, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. They really value that hero. I'm not that into it.
It is flexible. I think it can be an okay 4/5, whatever you want to call it in this context.
I mean, Beastmaster's still kind of okay for the vision in the back.
It's the Undying.
The Undying.
They
snuck it in late.
You know, they go with the why fix what ain't broke strat. We know what's good, and we're sticking to our guns. I like this a lot. Very solid lineup.
Now, if they like Snapfire, it's actually an okay Snapfire game here too.
Do they have enough damage?
For NIP.
I feel like they need damage. Like Tiny, some good setup. TB will ramp up, but okay, that's damage. They take the Lena. As you said,
I don't like it.
They highly prioritize this hero. I don't love it either. This is already, I'm getting these vibes of what we saw yesterday of the Lena versus Spectre game. It's like, yeah, they're keeping tempo, but it's just easier for Spectre to do more with the same net worth, have a higher impact. And that's kind of how I feel about the Storm Spirit versus Lena here. It is going to be a Supreme Lena headed mid.
I can see how it works. It's just, again, it's just like the series we cast yesterday, where it makes your life really hard.
Yeah,
but they have saves this time. They have Egg and False Promise, whereas our Lena yesterday, I don't think had any saves.
I still worry a little bit about the damage output with the Undying Wisp. It's an insane amount of healing. You've got this Elder Titan that can always break up fights and reset things. And as we saw, first game of this series, the Sven is susceptible in these all-in engagements. Sven's one of these carries that doesn't just want to go in and stay in the same way like Lifestealer or Terrorblade does. Once he gets that Agnes BKB, he wants to go in and out. He wants to get in, pop somebody, and then kind of reset. And then go in, pop somebody, and reset. He wants to fight around that stun cooldown. And saves from the Wisp, let him do that. Saves from the Elder Titan, let him do that. Soul Rips, Tombstones, all these things. I think Skeeter's going to have another pretty easy game. But we'll see. I'm calling a 2-0. What do you think, bud?
I would agree that their lineup looks easier. I just think a lot of their heroes are just hard to play right now, mostly the Lina and the Tiny. I've seen games where the offlane Tiny flounders pretty hard lately because offlane or mid, frankly, it's just
a lot of pressure.
Especially the offlane, you're so reliant on those first kills. Like you rush your Blink Dagger and you just start slaying people across the map. You get your Echo Saber. Like if you don't burst someone down instantly, you lose the team fight. And look who he's fighting into.
Yeah,
it looks kind of rough.
It's those kind of games that we see sometimes. Maybe it's like an Earth Spirit. You go, all right, Earth Spirit has to get kills for this hero to be worth it. And then you look at the enemy lineup and go, who the fuck's he gonna gank? You got an Underlord over here. You got some beefcake in the mid. If you have all these unkillable cores, it's like, well, why did we pick this core or this 4 that's completely reliant on killing people? So we will see. All right, got the overlays right this time. Mudgolems on the Radiant and NIP on the Dire. Same as game number 1. Thank you, Monster Energy.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've seen the core ET into Terrorblade in a while, but this sounds kind of fun. I would guess level 2 point into the natural order, right? Start with the Spirit, go 1 point in the aura. That'll take his base armor down 40%, which he starts at 11. That's pretty good. Up him down to like what, 6 or something? 6 or 7.
Definitely helps quite a bit. The natural order, man, this spell used to be a 1-point wonder, and now it's been leveled out a little bit. The first point is just decent.
It's not bad, 40%. What, do you know what it was before?
I can't remember, but it used to be a lot better. It used to be kind of like Underlord, where you could just get 1 point and then not have to worry about it for a while. I don't remember the numbers, though. It was too long ago.
Back in the mid-ET days.
Back when I used to work at BTS, Elder Titan was a better hero.
They keep nerfing him, and he keeps sticking around. I was surprised that the Spirit Refresh didn't kill him. That being taken away.
What was the Spirit Refresh? Please refresh my memory.
Well, it used to be that if you, let's say you got a really good Spirit, you hit like 4 people and you recalled it. When the timer ran out, if you cast your Spirit again, then instantly recalled it, you kept your previous buff.
Oh, it would refresh the buff. So, okay, that's nasty.
Then they took that away though, so now you can't do that.
See, but that's one of those that's just busted. The hero's still good without that shit. I mean, that's next level.
Yeah, it was pretty busted. I mean, that's why it was so powerful when you do those big triple stacks and you'd hit 9 camps at once basically. And then you kept it for 2 full durations in lane without having to send the Spirit back.
So we do have the 5 Undying. And it is actually the 4 Wisp again up here.
This Undying pick was so good too. Not only because it's the Undying once again with the IO that they've done versus Team Secret twice in a row, but it's Undying in lane versus Phoenix. One of the big reasons why Undying is so popular right now is because Phoenix and Mars are being first phased every game, especially in China and Southeast Asia. Because then you have double strength heroes in lane and you just walk at them with Decay.
Yep. Double strength. Phoenix, the strength hero. Usually one of his strengths. In this situation, one of his weaknesses. Up top, Misha looking for the courier. Oh my gosh, that courier, he's in the rocks. Trent, they can't find him. Oh, I know this strat.
What?
You abuse the particles and you can't find it.
Wait, what?
Did
he actually walk past that?
Yeah,
Did that just happen?
I think the health bar kind of hides in the rock a little bit, and it's weird. If you don't know what to look for, it's not overtly obvious. I think that's a buggy
it must have been
spot.
a fog of war thing.
Well, maybe it fogs as well, but there's no tree there. It's just
but I feel like he must have been behind a tree on the angle where he was.
Maybe. I have to go back and
I'd
look.
have to watch it again. That was funny though. Literally ducked into a rock for a second there.
Yeah. That damn
Sneaky
waterfall,
little
dude.
chocobo.
This waterfall's always so darn buggy. All the rocks around it. Blame the waterfall.
Yeah, this chocobo is awesome. I didn't know there was a chocobo that looked this cool.
Where is it?
That was what the courier was. It's in the base now.
Oh, that one. Okay.
You know, some Final Fantasy getting in our game here.
This thing? Aviana?
Yeah, it's a chocobo.
I don't know what that means, but it's a cute little bird. Looks like a dodo.
It's a dodo. There, perfect.
I Americanized it for you. Mid lane, real sleeper. Lina versus Storm. Lina has the range advantage. Storm gets bullied a little bit. He kills some neutrals. Should be pretty even. Slightly Lina favored, I suppose, at least in these early levels. Nice LSA.
Sick.
And
Well,
the
so
Skeet
far,
Man doing
I
fine.
wouldn't say there's been a particularly large amount of pressure onto Charlie. Oh, nice block of the sentry there in that camp. Charlie wasn't able to pull into it. He wanted to farm that up as well. Instead, he used to wait for the camp or the lane.
Nice. Very even thus far. And not surprising, reminder, this is elimination here, boys and girls.
Yeah, you're done.
A loss here for NIP, single elim. You're out first round of the playoffs. So they are likely to play tight.
50K prize pool for this division.
Whoa!
Yeah, 21K for first place.
Big money.
For a quick little single elim bracket after that group stage.
Hey, in Pandy times, that's big money, man.
I tell you. That's pretty good money for a week's work.
Well, yes. You don't factor in the training leading up to this, then yeah, the hourly's great.
Yeah, okay.
Era's put in quite a few hours. Milan, ooh, they've actually got a lot of damage here. LSA, oh, sorry, Dragon Slave, and he is going to live. Overcharge.
Oh! All right, big read. Big brain read by Supreme. What a genius.
Well played. Very well played.
Amazing.
That's that range advantage.
He actually called out his greed completely.
Yep.
He was like, yeah, he's going to tether back mid. He knew.
Sniped
he knew
it.
that IO doesn't want to do any sort of regenning at all without being attached to somebody.
Actually sniped it.
I'm surprised there weren't more tips there. Can you not tip in lobbies? I feel like I haven't seen a tip.
I haven't seen any. You might be right. I haven't seen a tip in a really long time. So the new tip system must be disabled. Valve, can we get a hot fix?
Oh, surely the shards are still tippable in here.
I don't know. I don't play in custom lobbies.
Time to bring back the Zyori in-houses.
That's true.
Sun down bottom onto Saberlight, but it's only to secure some creeps. Gets the big centaur.
And up
And
top.
that's another kill.
Whoa. Charlie, he's low. But they've already killed the ET.
They tried with 2 points in the order. That was their big moment when he's level 4 and trying to go for that kill.
For Niha, Supreme going blow for blow. We do have some infused raindrops on Niha, and that'll help. Does dodge the LSA. Looks like Supreme getting the better of that one. Not enough mana for a Laguna.
It's going to get this bounty rune up here, though, with the bottle. Now could try and go for a rat play on the 3-3. Yeah, they want it. Instant punish on the return TP. Oh, and he just tethered in, too. This is a great bait by Charlie. He just needs to Quelling Blade his way out of here.
The level 4 Terror Blade. He set it up. Easy kill. Milan's Juice, 33 on the run. They've rooted him, and I think he'll have no exit here. Supreme, another Dragon Slave, hands it over to Charlie instead. 4-0. NIP come out swinging.
This is the opposite of what happened to Lina the other day. We're talking about how, like, they weren't able to find any kills really at the hero. Like, she was doing okay, but she wasn't, like, crazy snowballing. Just helped take a couple towers. Now he is 800 ahead of the Storm Spirit.
Let's check the net worth, and yeah, very solid. Phoenix leeching mid right now, and slowing down the Storm a little bit, I guess. That attack speed slow, very annoying. Yeah, fantastic start. This is what you want with your Lina. Get that momentum early.
Look at bottom lane, though. Scatter's kind of scared of Saberlight. He can't play up. He doesn't have any more regen, and he's not last hitting for lifesteal right now. Sten's starting to fall behind a little bit here.
Yeah, I guess this is where Tiny has a nice advantage in the 1v1. They both cleave, so Sven doesn't enjoy that normal advantage he has against most melee heroes, and Tiny has this magical burst that's actually intimidating. Boraniha. Look at this, dude. This is a movement, all right. He's just stalking Charlie right now.
I think they saw the rune though, because they're also scanning their jungle and stuff trying to find him. I think they know that he's running around invis.
Yeah, probably 10 seconds left on this invis. So Charlie, he pops the meta. This is a smart play. He's going to just take this stack, even if the storm doesn't show up, and won't take too much damage here. Boraniha is going to go for it. Well, kind of. Drops a little bit of harassment. Now he's going to walk into the team. Uh-oh, zip. Root, zip again. LSA off the mark, and he'll be fine. A lot of time wasted, though.
Well, while that was all happening bottom, the Sven confirmed that well. Fada was busy. I thought maybe he was pulling or something, but he's over getting some stacks done.
Okay.
He's got what is that, a triple?
Yep.
Quadruple? No,
Looks like a triple.
Yeah. I think that's the only one, though. He's an Undying, unfortunately.
Still.
Hard to get around.
It's something. It's the big camp. He's going to go for a 4 here and misses it, unfortunately.
Yeah, just barely. But now Era's pinging it out, and he wants to contest it. They're going to bring the Lina down. Yeah, they're stealing this.
Yeah, it's a level 7 Lina. So 4th point, Dragon Slave. This is
Milan.
definitely...
He's got 5 raindrops. Oh, but it's popped.
Oh, he's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can they get to the stack, though? Sven kills it pretty quick, and they've also put the tombstone down.
Where'd he place it? Oh, on the high ground. Nice. Good tombstone.
Oh, yeah, that is nice. Double damage, though. Supreme has so much right click right now. Fada, he's going to fall. That's 2 down, and now they should be able to take this stack. Sleep from the ET, though. Never mind.
Oh, Mask of Madness, get in there.
Stun. Boraniha's here. They're going to go for the Oracle. Only level 4. They can't finish him off. There it is. Boraniha gets it, but Juice onto Skeeter. Laguna, and now some right clicks. Storm able to get away, but it is still NIP that come out victorious here.
And Saberlight's heading right for that stack. Or not.
Whoa, they get Milan again. Oh, my gosh.
All right, was not expecting that.
So most of the stack ended up getting killed off, but Saberlight will finish it. Damn, that was costly. This is an incredible start for NIP. And that was 4 versus 5. I mean, that was just all space for Terrorblade while they were taking that fight. So they win a fight, and the TB is getting all this room. Scary stuff.
Now, mind you, Sven does have Ancient stacks, too. I mean, so does TB. He's got a double stack, at the very least, that he can start working on here. But that Mask of Madness is going to start clearing through here. Might even get a 4th camp here if he's fast enough. Yeah, he's popping the God's Rings. He wants the next camp, too.
Yep, and should be plenty of time now. This is totally worth it.
Oh, he's getting low! Tether me!
Oh!
Oh, now they're going to miss the timing. He's like, why did you go stack?
Oh, my. Well, at least he got the stack. At least he didn't die. I mean, that would have been bad.
That would have been bad.
That would have been a real, oh, no. But
dangerous.
Smart play, though, overall. I like this kind of use of God's Strength. Rather than trying to fight too much early on, you just use it to take stacks.
3K lead is impressive for this point in the game.
Sizable, but also closable. I think these 3 cores for the mudgolems do scale quite well.
Hey, do you know what they're buying this game?
Meteor Hammer on 33?
No, a Spirit Vessel.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
They are going to get the Meteor Hammer, though. 33 is also going to die. But
Meteor Hammer is kind of cool in ET. And
yeah.
It gives you a stomp follow-up. It gives you good stats.
I like that this item is coming back. We're finally seeing more than 2 heroes where the item works and feels okay. And
Tree and Nyx, and that was it.
Yeah.
Now it's like on OD sometimes.
Phoenix is there.
Yeah.
Obviously,
what
Tide
else
Hunter.
could he buy on ET that would be really good this game, though? He could go
Ags.
Auras, theoretically.
Just Ags, dude.
Yeah, he could go Ags. He could go Vlad's. He can go Drums. Drums, Ags.
That sounds okay. Yeah, I think you want the Ags pretty timely. It's just so good. It's a better BKB.
It is. Well, in some ways.
Shorter cooldown is mostly why I would say better BKB. More
Milan
uptime.
wants to stack again here. Tell Sven to stack that one. He'll stack this one.
Let's see. Is Skeeter going to do it? Big stack. 1 and 2.
What a player.
Double centaurs. All right. So how are we looking over here? I feel like I've been biasly looking at this Sven. Let's see what Charlie's doing. Charles, Manta style. Wow. Crazy things happening on the Terrorblade.
I tell you, some wild innovations. All right, 12.5-minute Blink Dagger. Let's go. Time for Saberlight to start doing off-lane tiny things.
Okay.
He's the 3rd richest person in the game. He's got treads. He's got a soul ring. He's got a wand. He is ready to slay. So he's level 10, which means he does about it's like about 1,100 damage. More like 1,000. It depends on your armor and your magic resistance. Yada yada yada. We'll call it 1,000. So he can blow up the IO, pretty much guaranteed. Get close with the raindrops.
Should be able to pop Undying if he's not all juiced up from decays.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely pop Fada. Fada's got 3 armor.
Storm if he's not at 100%. Oh,
yeah.
Science experiment conducted, and Trent, the results are in.
So that was 1,009 damage. So there you go, man. I tell you, that formula always works. 100x the level on Tiny.
Ah, numbers. The universal language. I like math, Trent.
Good.
Sick Meteor
Sven's
Hammer.
Coming through. He's got God Strength.
Catches most of the wave. Now he's going to put him to sleep.
He's dead.
Skeets is just going for the
Oh,
tower.
the save?
Big setup from
Saber
the ET. Now the escape. Milan, he is going to burn down. Sunray, tether across. He'll be fine. Well done. Big plays from that Elder Titan.
Big plays from the Phoenix. Or from the Tiny. Phoenix should have been dead. With that stomp, the only reason that Phoenix didn't just die there was because Saberlight came through and got that avalanche on. Or else Phoenix was going to get follow-up Sven stunned with God Strength going from that sleep.
I mean, you're right. It was such a good play, I thought they might even be able to turn it around. If they didn't get pulled back by that ET ult.
Yeah, true.
I mean, there was an egg there and everything. That definitely could have been a lot worse. So, 2 clutch plays that counteract each other. We'll call it a wash.
Another smoke up now here from NIP, though. There is no God Strength, but there is still a Tombstone. But, yeah, also EU, NA, at least I know EU, like the Undyings tend to go for the max Soul Rip. I mean, he has the IO lineup too, but one thing about China is they always max Tombstone.
The thing I don't like about that
surprising.
is you feel like you have to use Tombstone a lot to get value out of it, and then you end up feeding over a lot of gold with Tombstone. They are going to catch the Sven here. Wisp, not able to save him.
That was close.
Oh, my. That Laguna.
I thought he got out.
It sure looked like it. I mean, did his body die? He died in the well. Yeah, his body's in the well. So I think that's that weird delayed damage from Laguna, right? It has a slight cast point on it or whatever.
Yeah, he actually
0.25
received
seconds.
Fountain Rejuvenation before he got hit with a Laguna Blade. Wow,
Yeah.
that is weird.
The 0.25 second delay.
That's hilarious. Yeah, 46.91 he received the modifier.
Yeah.
And then you don't get hit by it until 0.4718. Or
Yep.
47.18.
Up top, 33. Now he'll get caught. That's Saberlight doing the right things, but now the counter plays. Tombstone comes down. They turn it on Era. Skeeter in the tree line. Tombstone's dead. Both teams reinforcing now. Sven stuns the back line, but Saberlight putting a lot of damage onto Fada. Boraniha, a lot of mana still. Is he going to commit? And he does. Oracle has the ult still, gets it off. They're not going to be able to finish him. Now they'll have to switch targets or just lay in the right clicks. They'll do the latter. I think Misha bound to pop, and he will. But now they turn it. Skeeter falls as well. Storm Spirit, Yule's up, might be able to get a zip. No, LSA's on point. They've got the Laguna. Now he's down.
Man.
Supreme, he's rolling hard. Milan, no relocate, tossed up and popped. Godlike streaks secured for Supreme, 9-0-4.
Amazing. This is what they needed from this hero, or this game is so hard. I did not have the faith in the Lina.
I mean, it shows why they prioritize this hero so much, I guess. But, like, we've seen literally yesterday
How disastrous this hero can be if you don't have a start like this.
Yep.
Especially because once more, like, there's so many heroes that can create that, like, get on top of you moment. An IO relocate, a Storm Spirit, and an ET stomp.
Yes, and I think it's not just the Lina, it's also this Tiny. Like these two
Yeah.
in the core role, when they both have a good lane like this, when you get that fast blink, you get that fast Yule's BOT, it's only 16 minutes. These two heroes then enable each other, right? Tiny's catching people, Lina's catching people, and you snowball in tandem, and all
they're
that
turning them in.
makes space for the Terrorblade. Not quite finding this kill on the Wisp.
He has Laguna back and a haste rune and a Yule's. I think Fada's dead.
Don't these kind of games put into perspective when you see the Linas that are like 0, 1, and 3 just farming creeps? Like, dude, you need to use Laguna Blade. Abuse the 60-second cooldown of this thing. It's up every time you need it, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, they have no cooldown problems between like the Tiny and the Lina, right? I mean, these two heroes can just like go, go, go.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Makes you want to queue up some Lina games, man.
The only problem is that she will have some struggles with the spend 15, right? Because Borniha's going to Orchid her, and then she's going to want Yule's, and then she'll get stunned for the Dispel, so she has to go BKB next. She can't go for a damage item.
But she almost has the BKB at 18 minutes. So while I agree with the general sentiment of what you're saying, I don't think it's going to slow her down all too much in this situation.
I guess it's just like, as the levels start to stack and you're buying BKB, your damage kind of falls off a little bit, right? Like, relative to how much the enemies are gaining. Early on in the game, magic nuking spells are, like, crazy powerful. But then people start getting a little bit beefier.
Very true.
This is the LSA. Now she slept back here. They can go for this kill. Yeah,
33. He's going to set this up. The Earth Splitter's going to do a decent amount of damage.
Wait, did he throw the stun?
And Skeeter's here. It doesn't matter. That's a big shutdown, though. That's the end of the streak. Picked up by Skeeter. Egg in the back line. Are they out of range? Yes, they are. They get right on the edge. They'll lose Milan, though. Saberlight has plenty of burst, especially that Echo Saber. Now 33. He'll be in trouble, but Bornea, he's here. Phoenix gets saved by the Oracle just as Misha falls. That'll make it a 1 for 2, and the TP home. No more kills. Whoa, Bornea, though, does find Era.
I think they
Was
were
that the Orchid?
probably hoping that he got the relocate off. I mean, killing the IO was kind of bad for them.
Yeah.
Because then the Sven got stuck and they had to commit for the full fight with a big zip from Storm.
That's a pretty decent swing, though. Saberlight jumps in, 33. Ooh. More freebies for the Tiny. 4-0-6 now.
Man, it's a 9K lead. Where is this all tied up?
A lot of it's on the TB now. He's got the Manta and about halfway to Scotty.
Yeah, it's mostly in the cores. I mean, the supports are a decent lead, too. It's like 5K
Yeah,
combined.
and the Phoenix.
It's like 6K combined supports.
Era's actually pretty farmed. He's got a full vessel already.
But yeah, the core matchups, I mean, you have 2 cores below all 3 cores on the Dire.
Yeah. The mid and the off lane are the really big gaps right now. Skeeter's keeping tempo, as you'd sort of expect. He is going to go BKB before Eggs. Once again, battle over the runes. Saberlight looking for the pick. Fada actually survives the onslaught, but does still go down. Close. Had some Mon charges there.
Scotty's going to be really nice this game, too. Spirit Vessel and Scotty going to try and slow down the heals and the saves from the Io and the Undying.
Absolutely the right items. We mentioned this last game and didn't see them, and now they've picked heroes where these build-ups are very natural. The only thing they're missing now is the Shivas.
Yeah, that one I'm okay without. It's like the worst of the 3. It's okay.
Yeah, I'd agree. If for that specific dynamic, yes, it is the worst of the 3. The healing reduction.
Going for a smoke up, though. They still have Tombstone because he didn't drop it, and they I don't know, I haven't really gotten a big Orchid play yet here, other than forcing that at Yule's, and now with the BKB, that's no longer going to be an option.
Yep.
Sven BKB simultaneously.
Storm looking Bloodstone next, and Sven thinks Aghanims, as now the BKB is secured for Supreme. And he wants Daedalus next, so going to migrate right into some right-click damage, as you were talking about, and also the Scotty. So a lot of timings coalescing at once for both sides, 19-6. Let's see what NIP does. I think they could look to pick a fight. Almost find the initiation on Fada, but falls a little bit short.
Feels like the mudgolems are gonna be waiting for items for a while. Like for Bornea, I mean, even if he does get into this Bloodstone, he's probably gonna want a BKB after.
Smoke on smoke, Trent. This is big. Saberlight jumps in. They find the Wisp. That's a great catch to start this one off. Also, Arcane Root on Supreme, but he's dead alongside Era. The Sven has erupted. Storm Spirit in the back line trying to finish off the Oracle. They almost get him, but no. Saberlight's already dead. Soon it's going to be just Charlie, 33. He might be the consolation prize. Sunder's already been used, and Charlie is down. 2 for 4, soon to be 2 for 5, a full team wipe, and the Mudgolems walk right into the Roche pit. Not enough buybacks to stop this. What a ridiculously explosive fight. Sven doing a good half of that damage output.
Where was the respect for the Sven? It's like they just forgot how the hero worked. Right? I mean, the Tiny jumps in, goes for the combo, and you see, oh, my offlaner hit 3 heroes at once. Run, run, run! And they all walk to the low ground beneath stairs against Sven Io. And he just shredded them. You see how fast that Lina died?
I did. That's what.
No, she didn't even BKB.
Just as I said, oh, Lena's got an Arcane Rune. This could be bad. She was already dead. I mean, she was a non-factor in that fight. Pretty rough positioning. You know, Lena's got the range advantage, right? That's what you got to do. You got to be on the periphery of the fight, playing turret, throwing those fireballs, those dragon slaves into the fray, and she got caught way too far forward. As you said, no respect for the Sven. That's like a good 4-5K swing now in favor of the Mudgolems, and obviously rewarded with Roche. We're going to move into a pause. Both teams need a moment to shake it off as this elimination match just got a lot more interesting there, bud.
Yeah, we got a game all of a sudden.
Yeah. Win rate, 17% before that fight started. Now up to 35% and climbing. Sven now halfway to the Aghanims following the proceeds from that successful engagement.
Taking this time to
Trent
to elevate the desk.
showing off his standing desk here.
I'm pressing some buttons.
I'm jealous. I don't have the automated desk. Now, folks, this is a lesson in ergonomics. Thank you,
Really nice.
Monster Energy, for making this Dota Summit possible.
Standing desk is the play.
You know, I have to say, I do like casting while standing up. It's
It's so much better, and you feel better.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of
talk better.
LANs where they have that setup when you're doing play-by-play and you're actually just standing. Remember that clip from Capitalist at one of the majors? I think it might have been the water one where he's standing up screaming at the
from
TV.
TI, yeah.
I felt that so hard.
Yeah, dude, I always stand at LAN.
There's a reason that
the way to go.
people stand when they sing usually. I think it's easier to push air
The
up.
diaphragm, I believe.
Yeah, your diaphragm. There you go.
Yeah.
It's you, Mr. Man.
Wow,
Well-
that was convenient.
Here we go.
Perfectly timed to do that. So,
Yeah.
Thanks, NIP. Okay, so we got a game, ladies and gentlemen. That was a 9K lead before that 5-man wipe into Aegis now. And the gap has closed between the Sven and the TB, and also for the Storm, because I feel like Bornea just cleaned up a lot of those kills. And suddenly this Bloodstone is not far away at all. Also, Pupil's Gift on Storm. Nice. Agi and
yeah.
Strength on this hero.
That's
yes, please.
That's really dope. Bottom lane, another catch. Fada's dead. Saberlight. Hello. Ahoy, matey. That's another one.
Radiant's bottom tower
And he's
is
looking
under
for the Silver Edge next, huh? I mean, you have an Echo Saber. Shadow Blade's good on this hero. You get the extra bonus of potentially getting something with the break. Maybe the, I guess there's a lot of heroes that's kind of good on this game. The Elder Titan, the Sven, and the Storm.
Yep. A little bit of utility. I think being able to break the ET is pretty huge. Gives you these moments in the fight where TB's so much more survivable. Probably we'll see NIP be a bit more patient. Obviously Aegis, but also the BKB is up next for Terrorblade. Still has some farming to do, and yeah, no reason to fight until that one comes out. They are farming pretty quickly on the side of NIP. They are recovering here. Lina did not get the data list, and after that fight, Supreme, a little bit rattled, goes, I might need a Lincoln's. And thoughts about Yule's BKB Lincoln's on Lina? I'm a little nervous here.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward Lincoln's game.
I think you're better off going for the big damage, playing Glass Cannon, and just being very careful with your positioning, relying on your Tiny, your Phoenix, your Oracle to try to catch initiations for you. But he's going to go the other way. We'll see how this works. We'll see if he commits to it as well. Hasn't bought anything yet. So it might just be a thought.
And there it is, though. The big jumping Sven. With Imp Claw, too.
I
He
believe
must
that's
have had
called the
that during
Sven
that.
Bergini, Trent.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, looking
He
pretty
really
good.
destroyed that illusion, so.
You know, speaking of cookie cutter builds, though, you're talking about the Snapfire. I feel like Sven's getting to that point, too. You know pretty much for sure what he's going to do. Mask of
There's
Madness,
some mix-up, at least, between, like, the Ags, the Satanic,
a little bit.
and
but
Blinks.
who buys Blink on Sven these days?
I don't know. I mean,
That's not a
theoretically.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really not fine. I'll give you that one.
It's
At
all
least-
still Echo Sabery, Mask of Madnessy, BKB
Hey,
Agsy.
there's silver edges. That happens.
Yeah, but
as we-
that's only because Echo Saber's a value item on Sven, and it just builds into it. So it's like, I'd rather further this item because of the sunk cost than sell it. But, you know.
I mean, I'm impressed they just got a kill without using TV or Lena.
Dude, I have to
Saberlight,
say,
Oracle, and Phoenix.
Saberlight has played really well this game. You talked
He
a lot
has.
about how Tiny has to make plays happen, and he got a really fast blink, and since he got it, it's felt like nonstop Tiny pickoffs.
Well, Fada. Well, now he gets the vision on them. It's like, oh my god, I'm almost dead.
Oh,
All right, panic ult. That was a good panic ult.
okay. Saberlight's in trouble, though. He's dead. Looking for more.
Fada stole the kill with the soul rip.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to nab a few.
No, that was revenge. That's what that was.
Boraniha, he grabs another, and now Milan, he relocates forward, gets the vision. His Skeeter jumps high ground, does eat an LSA. Charlie's going to stand his ground and try to fight, but BKB, tether up. Lena's here with her BKB, but it's not
gotta
going to be
clean him
enough.
up.
Charlie's in trouble. No Sunder. He's done. Doesn't have buyback either. Now Supreme with the BKB. He's going to have to run for it. Era on the other side. We'll see who they try to chase. It might be neither, but that's a 3-0 fight. Mudgolems again come in big, and look at this tier 1 mid.
Dire structures are fortified.
It's hard to believe there's still a tier 1 mid in this game. I guess they have just been hampered to their own side for so long on the side of Mudgolems, and now they're finally going to break free. They are not taking these fights right now as NIP. Not able to get out their best tools.
And that was the 10-second BKB reveal of the Terrorblade also. So these power spikes that you'd want to rely on to try to catch some sort of good initiation, they're just not coming. It's not happening.
They need to get some levels on Misha. He needs that 12.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's 28 minutes, and we're still on a 115-second cooldown false promise.
Also needs 15 for the cast range, too. Oh, they got Telescope, though. That's a big Oracle item. 4 spells that are impacted by it.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh, well, speaking of which, they also grab one on the Undying.
They're big spells, too, you know? Like, Reach on False Promise is very excellent. Sven, he wants MKB this game, so he's already thinking, well, what does Terrorblade like to buy? Often a butterfly, so I'm just going to go ahead and stay one step ahead. Also, a great damage item in lieu of the Daedalus.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine. Smoke up now. Trying to bait with the Sven here in the mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kind of cool you also get the magic resistance from ET when you're buying a magic damage item in the MKB.
That's true. Charlie mid lane. They'll initiate. They've got the save for now. Phoenix is there, Undying in pretty deep, taking big damage. Boraniha also caught but survives. Zips away. No way. Somehow he lives. But now Skeeter's in trouble. The Phoenix Egg does go off, but they mitigate it for the most part. 33 has that Aghanims now, so he'll have constant BKBs as Skeeter reinitiates. They only got the Undying, but now
he's
the
alive.
Storm gets popped. Somehow Supreme lives. The heals are too much from Misha and Era right now. This is looking like a botch fight for the Mudgolems. They've lost 2 already. Now the BKB, 33. He wants
my
to go
God,
in
he
to
hit
finish
so hard.
this off. He's almost got Charlie. He hits like a Mack truck right now, plus 343. He gets Misha. Buyback comes. Now the Yule Scepter, and he's going to lose all that damage. 33 is going to get sundered, and he'll get put to rest for this, I think. No, the relocate back. It's just enough. Skeeter still here. There it is. Oh, almost. No more follow-up. Are they going to chase
My
this?
God. Mina's gonna, yeah, he's gonna go back. And,
And-
TP goes step in front of the TP. Nice.
Milan, look at that. Cube.
Little reflection following him.
Yep, the Borg cube, if you will.
Right.
Well, an odd fight. Buyback on the Oracle. It's a 2 for 2 when she's all said and done. I guess
He dropped to 75 HP when they went for that kill on the ET.
Tiny.
Oh, sorry. He actually dropped to 3 HP. At Fortune's End, sent him down to 5 health. So yeah, he
Jeez.
dropped to 5.
Tiny
Not even close.
still doing the bulk of the damage in that fight.
We'll set up here onto the Sven, but probably want to mount anything.
Yeah, it looks like he'll make it back. Is the Tiny Aghanims a meme? Is there any merit to that?
It seems to be pretty much just gone. I think maybe if you had like a Chrono or something, it's still there, but
Without a setup, it's just
yeah,
mediocre.
I don't think Egg is enough.
Oh, down bottom. They biff it. Fada, he's got the Glimmer Cape, so harder to take down and hit the toss on a creep by accident. However,
It's a very sneaky side lane ward here too.
yeah, his TP's on cooldown. There are a lot of heroes inbound, and Fada is going to be in some trouble. The Glimmer Cape gets dispelled. And they kill the Undying.
Oh,
Those
no,
are
it's fun.
the moments you're glad that you're not level 20.
I had to laugh when he got reflected after ulting in that last fight, and so of course his reflection is applying the debuff to himself with the amp. Poor guy.
That's pretty brutal, I have to admit. Easy Roche, though. A tactical feed from Fada. It distracts him bottom, and they're able to use a God's Strength and bring it on down. Orb of Destruction on the Sven with the MKB. They kill it damn quick. And that's actually Aegis on Bora Nihan now, and no surprise, Cheese in the hands of the Wisp.
They need to be really careful with that 3-3. I mean, you saw how close he was to killing Charlie in that last fight. You see that 34 armor? It's all white, baby. That white armor goes completely away when you walk up in the natural order.
He has actually no plus armor. That is
I don't
so
think they have
scary.
any on the entire team, other than they have Phoenix has plus 12 from the plate mail and a couple items, and then Saberlight has it
But,
from
like,
the grow.
Yeah.
But, like Lina has none, TV has none, Oracle has none.
I mean, not even like just a buckler. Oh, that's a that's a little something. Let's prioritize the AC here, gang.
I don't think they really. I mean, Tiny's going for it now, but I agree that he couldn't really get it before. Like he kind of needs these other items. Maybe he didn't need Silver Edge, I guess.
He definitely could have bought the buckler, Trent. Let's be real.
Buckler.
I mean, come on, bud. That's the value play.
Is that what's gonna save this game? You having a buckler instead of dust so that
mean,
Fada gets away?
That last fight was pretty close where Terrorblade had Sunder and died without using it. I don't know. You tell me. You do the math. Remember, it's diminishing returns, so those first couple of armor points make the biggest difference of all the armor points, right?
All the armor.
It's not linear. So, hey, I might be onto something here. Big fight, though, and Fada's dead. Nope, still alive. Still alive. Fada does fall, but on the back line, Bora, Niha, and Skeeter get there. They pop Misha. Does not get to use his ultimate. Does not have buyback. Now Charlie in trouble. BKB needs a Sunder. Finds him, and it's on Supreme. Oh, my gosh. That's not the target he wanted. Now Supreme's going to be low. Skeeter jumps in. The Lincolns actually saves him. Now the sleep from the ET. Skeeter, he's dead. He goes too far. That was a misstep. The Aegis also gets popped in the back line. Saberlight going to be here. He's got a toss and an avalanche. Wow. That worked out so well for NIP.
There has been some criticism of the Lincolns versus Sven, because often what the Sven will do is that they'll just use the target next to you, right? And then you basically still get the same effect, but I don't know if he hadn't seen it yet or if he just wanted to close the gap instead. But yeah, that was pretty brutal.
But still, I mean, killing Oracle first, kind of the dream start. It looked like they were going to be able to kill the Terrorblade, forcing him to sunder his Lina. I thought that was going to go real bad.
What happened was that Bornia jumped the Phoenix, thinking they were going to go for the egg kill, but everyone else jumped Charlie. So then Bornia got back a little bit too late for the follow-up damage to actually kill the TB. It's 3-3. They get the vision out of Charlie. He wants in on this guy. There's Sunder again, though.
Tombstone gets killed pretty much immediately. Terrorblade quite good here. 33 looking for the
He tried to hammer them.
No Earth Splitter for 20, but I mean, this is where ET really shines, though. Just having the Meteor Hammer, having these spirits to spam out with the Aghanim Scepter, you can hold high ground for a pretty long time.
That was pretty good. Guess Meteor Hammer's the play. Force the Yules out of the Lina.
I mean, it's all just distraction, right? You're buying time. Milan, he'll get caught.
Yeah, he went for the bounty. He got one, but still.
He did get it.
We have no tier 2s taking this game, huh? Oh, well, sorry, the mid one now, I guess. But, I mean, they,
It had been a minute.
We haven't lost an outpost yet.
And we're about to, I think. Storm clears
Yes.
out down bottom. And they'll take this one at 35. Wow. What an interesting game this has been. XP lead swings way back in favor of NIP. The gold dipped down to a mere 5,000 and now back upwards of 12. And a win probability following suit.
See an upgrade coming out here for Skyder. He's going for the old Silver Edge.
Old Skeets here. Okay. Some big items on the Dire side, though. That's the Daedalus now on Lina. She'll go MKB next. Terrorblade, he wants Satanic. He's got 3,000 gold saved up. And he's also got the Paladin Sword, tier 3. Great item on the Terrorblade.
Oh, yeah, speaking of which, we're about to crack into tier 4s.
Yes.
They're actually not even using their telescope on the Radiant. That's kind of funny. I don't disagree.
It's not amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two other things to note, though, Trent. The Tiny is starting to close in on that Assault Cuirass. That'll help quite a bit. And also, Lotus Orb is up on Era.
All right, so what are the best items? We got the Cape for TB. That would be the dream, right?
Yeah,
Illusionist Cape TB.
definitely.
I mean, Minotaur Horn, really anyone is very good this game on the Dire.
Spell Prism, I think, is legit for both sides, definitely. Pretty nice on Lina. Pretty darn good on Storm.
A Flicker Io would be really nice, because then you have a Dispel for the Spirit Vessel.
Is that better than Essence Ring?
I think it depends on how much you feel like he's being targeted.
There's the jump. They find the Phoenix, but do they have enough? BKB from Boraniha, the sleep. There's the egg. They're going to try to finish it off, I
they gotta
think.
get out.
Nope, they run. They don't have the right clicks. Here's the reset, and on the backside, Skeeter could still be going in. Supreme's BKB about to expire. Skeeter pops his. He's going to charge forward. Fada trying to help him out.
Though. He's dead.
Oh my gosh, he overcommits. His team can't get there. Where's the rest of the Radiant? They're still stuck in the back line. Storm now jumps in. He does pop Supreme. Charlie Low has the Sunder but can't use it. 33. He's turned into the real carry. Plus 450. Now he's going to look to chase down Era. And on the backside, the Chaos will start to slow down. The 2 for 3. Probably going to turn into a 2 for 4, I think. But this Tiny's big. Milan forced the Ghost Scepter and could still fall. The Ghost Scepter's off. The toss. He's done. Now Boraniha, Saberlight. Who's going to win this big battle? And it looks like the Tiny. On the other side, TP out from the Elder Titan, and now back into the tower. It's Saberlight that cleans up the kills. A 3 for 4. Another victorious fight for NIP.
3-3 is doing such a good job getting on top of that TB, though, or else this could be so much worse for them. He did 1,300 damage with that Echo Saber hit.
That was insane, though. Like, that fight was just pure chaos, and mudgolems.
It really was.
They got so split up. Like, Sven was stuck on the backside. The Storm committed pretty heavy on the Phoenix, but then Sven couldn't get there for that. It was very discombobulated.
This is probably one of the most chaotic parts of the entire map. With, like, the pillar being there and all the different ramps and the towers being nearby, too. It's, it can get pretty wild. And, yeah, so many things that happen that fight. The Sven being stuck in there, and then he knows that Lina has the Lincoln, so he's, like, masking Madison and trying to kill her off of that first hit when he came out of the Shadow Blade, but then he didn't enough damage there. And then he just, like, got straight up destroyed by the Tiny jumping over and doing, like, 600 damage to him. Just whomped him.
Yeah, still a really rough fight for Skeeter, though, getting isolated like that. Terrorblade dying without using Sunder. That's one of the crazy.
Get Sunder off. Like, geez.
That's one of the crazy things about Terrorblade, how he can swing these fights that are that close. Like, another catch. That's Fada dead. You know,
He was pinging that ward for so long.
oh, Fada buys back.
What?
Supreme
Whoa.
sets it up on the relocate. Milan's dead. What are we doing here, mudgolems? Sven jumps across, but now he's gone. What?
They just lost.
What? Why did they do that? Storm clearing out the mid lane, but I mean, that's Sven and Undying don't have buybacks. Undying is cooldown. Sven is 1,200 gold. And
I mean, to Supreme's credit, it was the LSA that just destroyed them.
yes, but I mean, yeah, he had a pretty easy setup though. Like that's, for Supreme, that was more of a layup than anything else. You know, I don't want to like take it away from him, but they just sort of handed this opportunity, and now NIP are going high ground, and this might actually just be GG. You've got this Terrorblade, you got meta for a long time here.
He received that stun from Lina on the same tick that he received the AC debuff from Tiny. So that means that he literally got hit on the first tick in.
It's like almost frame perfect, if you will.
I think it quite literally was.
That's okay. So badass from Supreme. Kind of insane he timed it that well, but still, why did they give him that opportunity? Yeah, why did we do that?
They would have known that like the TV wasn't there.
I guess.
I didn't see what their vision was at the time, so they might have just been thinking, look, this is our best chance to take a fight here because they're probably going to get this next road.
I mean, yeah, so 33 buys back, and they still don't hold. So Megas are out. They will stay in the game. Obviously, Tier 4 is still standing, but we are looking like a Game 3 here. This should be like a 95% win chance or something. Obviously, they can hold Megas. Sven and Storm, pretty good at holding off Mega creeps, but
look at those obs, by the way. You see this?
There's 3 dire obs here. Whoever
have value of
this,
a century can Fada get? Oh, I already placed one over here. Damn.
Okay. Still, Fada's like, well, goddamn.
Well, who's ever gonna expect this one?
And a bounty.
Oh my god. He's like, I just dewarded 2 wards. How is there another ward here?
I mean, actually, though. All right, Roche is not up, but
and they see Sven on the ob sentry, so they even know that he was coming in invis.
I mean, what a ridiculous false sense of security. It is going to expire in 30 seconds. Now they kind of catch Tiny. Wisp does have a Ghost Scepter, actually using the Shadow Amulet there. Cheeky. Storm Spirit zipping across. And they catch the Wisp. So that is a dieback for the Wisp, actually.
3-3?
And this is actually going to be a dieback for 33 also. Skeeter does pop the Oracle, but guess who's got a buyback? It's the Oracle. Now the Skeet Man. He's got the BKB. Bora and Niha, they come out for the final hold. They want to pop Tiny, but a great Sunder from Charlie. And that's the GG. A demoralizing Sunder, the final blow as they get put 5 on the sideline. We're going Game 3, bud. NIP, bring it on back. A great execution by NIP. They came out of the lanes fierce. They had a great mid-game. They were ahead for most of it. But still, mudgolems, what a ridiculous sequence to just hand it over and ensure an NIP victory there.
I think, yeah, it was probably just like desperation. They probably just saw like the writing on the wall and felt like it was one of those situations where it's better to at least try that than to just like, get sieged and lose. But I don't know. You were kind of right about the high ground looking very scary to go into with the ET as well. Like,
yeah,
maybe they could have dragged this out another like 15 minutes or something.
I think you can bide your time and play patient. ET, Storm, Sven, at this point, your high ground is really hard to break 5v5. So that's the only way NIP can do that, is if you give them that opportunity. That's what they were fishing for, man.
How about a level 28 Tiny?
Yeah, Saberlight popped off. I mean,
that was
straight
nuts.
up.
What a game. He made this look like, why doesn't everyone just pick offlane Tiny? Killed Fada 6 times.
Yeah.
Just blowing up that Undying was so clutch.
Look at damage done here. Yeah, 47K on Tiny, number 1. Supreme, number 2 at 40K. That's something, all right.
Yeah, Supreme really did carry that early game, too, for sure. Very impressive from those two. And, yeah, good backup there as well from Misha, Era, and Charlie. So, solid game, too. I was really hoping for a game 3, I'm not going to lie. I was a little worried with the draft. I thought it was going to be easier to punish Supreme, but I was completely wrong about that. So, we're heading to game 3 here, folks.
Yeah, I'm stoked. We're going to take a break, and then 5-10 minutes, we're going to have the decider. Round 1, single elim playoffs here, folks. This is as tense as it gets. So buckle your seatbelts because we're coming back after this.